All right, guys, we are back. I've tried to have the music turned down, so I'm gonna have to be non-stop talk in order to not have the screen shut down because the music is fairly loud. But this is it. This is the finals. That was the first rack. I didn't see who won. Just sat down. I think it was Larry and Jordan that won the first rack. But this is it.
So Larry and Jordan actually have the hot seat here. So Justin and Beamer are going to have to beat them twice. This is for first and second.
Been a good tournament.
It has been a really good tournament. Some great pool.
Some not so great pool. Speaking of myself.
It's going to be $540 for first and $330 for second. Not a bad little payday for $80 entry.
Yeah. Decent payday. Wish Ben and I could have done better, but I'm sure his back is a little sore, carrying me through the day.
I saw Ben make some mistakes too. This it was a tough tournament.
Yeah.
No easy draws on this board.
Well, everybody here knows how to play, right?
I think the 1350 handicap was good. It just kind of prevented two superstars playing together.
I think so too, and I think rightfully so. You've got the four finalists that played the most consistent throughout the day.
Yeah. The father-son team, Justin and Beamer.
Yeah, Larry and Jordan have played extremely well as well.
Yeah, playing against one of the favorites. Jordan and Larry, both very strong players. Mesh really well together. Kevin just trying to break out that five a little bit.
Yeah, I think his blueprint looked a little bit better in his mind. Got a little bit unlucky for the five to still be tied up. Because really, I mean, how do you get back to break that out? Maybe cut the 4 ball, come across, missing the 15 ball to the kind of the middle right-hand side of the table, and then use the 1 ball, 1 rail and go back and push the 13 into the 5.
You could get the breakout right here if he takes the 1 ball first off this bottom rail and come back and run into that 5 or the 13-5. But then getting on the 4 ball is going to be a little tricky.
That's probably why I take the 4 ball first.
That's what he went
or
for.
I would have played the 4 ball first.
Well, now Beamer is in a predicament. He's going to have to kick this 4.
Well, and the problem is you're kicking into that 8 ball. So
it's true.
Gotta watch the hit, because you gotta hit it hard enough to get a rail, but in doing so, you play the 4 right into that 8 ball.
You're really playing the kick here just to get a hit, just to not give ball in hand.
Well, and even if you come on the high side of 4, the 4 can play off whatever ball that is, the 14 ball, and still make the 8. Tough hit. You know, I might, if he's got it between 15 and 9, I might split the window between the 15 and 9, come down 2 rails, and try to go off the 3rd and hit the 5 ball. I don't want to mess with the 4 ball. It's too close to the 8.
Yeah, Beamer's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, this is not easy.
But you also don't want to give Larry and Jordan ball in hand here either.
I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's splitting the window between the 15 and 9. Look at that shot.
Oh, wow.
Look at that shot. What a great shot. Look at the leave.
Wow.
Look at the leave he gets there. What a great shot. See, I thought he would play that same shot, but pinch with inside instead of outside.
Right.
And that sharpens up that angle, and then you can go off the rail for the 5 ball. But he was able to connect with the 4 ball. Great shot. And usually no good shot goes unpunished, but he was rewarded fully for that 3 rail hit.
Jordan's calling the corner bank on this 11.
Smart shot, just leave the cue ball kind of up table. Does he get a... No safety for him, not there. And unfortunately, phone is out of juice, so we only have the Facebook comments.
I can try to pull it up on mine. I've got
no
17% left. We're going to give it a shot here.
There we go. Steph's got the comments up now. A for effort.
No hit.
He needs a 3 rail. Split window twice. Sorry, guys. Had to put in an order for a drink with the waitress.
Need to wet your whistle?
Distracted. Yeah.
Little parched, are you?
I'm a lot parched.
A lot of talking today.
Not so much for me, more so for you.
I'm
You've been
parched.
on the mic. Yeah, you've been on the mic for most of the day.
This is Justin at the table here. Still low ball. Looking to make things happen.
Tough shot.
It is a tough shot. He doesn't really have a whole lot of options here.
I don't know if it banks. I don't know if it even comes back into this bottom left-hand corner.
I think it banks past the 8.
Oh, looking live, I think you're correct. On the screen, it doesn't look like it would make it by the 8, but live, it certainly will make it past that 8 ball.
But no easy shot.
No. Under pressure.
I'm just trying to see if there's any sort of safety that they can play here.
No, you'd have to hit absolute dead perfect. Just chip the right side of 4 and then behind the 5 ball. But the safety's just as hard as making or trying to make the bank. So you may as well try to make the bank.
He just about made it.
Yeah, came close. And really, for them having 5 balls on the table, it's about the best you could ask for. You're more or less forcing them to shoot one of 2 balls, either the 11 or the 9. draw juice on that one. So next weekend is the triple threat.
It
It'll
is.
be live all weekend long, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe.
Yes. It'll be 9-ball on the Saturday, 8-ball on the Sunday, and top 16 of the field make it into Monday to play 10-ball.
10 ball on the 9-foots, utilizing both tables.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a tournament just to make the players switch gears every so often. Not everybody is strong 9-foot players, so it's kind of like a tournament for both. And anybody who makes it into the Monday gets money. So it should be a fun tournament.
I would think if I don't or didn't have to work, I may play.
Maybe you won't have to work.
Well, I'll have to work. With taking today off, I'll have to work. Because I'm also playing on the 20th. The 20th is going to be 10 ball on the 7-foots. That one's $1,000 added. Yeah, $120 entry fee. Still room in that one if you're around for the 20th, one-day event. Capped at 32.
Yeah, if anybody online is willing to make the drive, there's still lots of room for that tournament. September 20th, $1,000 added, $125 to enter.
120.
Oh, $120 to enter. But $1,000 added, capped at 32.
That's $4,200 in the prize pool.
Yeah, and I think the payouts for that have already been made, and I think it was $2,200 for first.
Be a good one to win.
For sure.
I'll be practicing my 10 ball from now until then. Is this still live? Yes, Charles. This is live.
Charlene,
Oh, sorry.
you don't have your glasses
I
on.
don't have my glasses on. Sorry,
His-
Charlene.
His age is showing. Did they get a ball? Larry's not getting out of the chair. Looks like dry break.
No, that was my problem in the last match. It broke well, but just wasn't making a ball. And then that last shot that I missed there, that's going to haunt me for a while. But you know what? I don't play Scotch. And not to make excuses, because I'm just not that, but I just don't play Scotch doubles.
Scotch
This
is
is
a
the
totally
first-
different game.
Yeah, different mentality for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to shake the mental cobwebs out of your head when you play Scotch. You're always thinking about what your partner wants you to do and if you're taking the right shot and
Well, and
leaving perfect shape.
no slights to Ben, but he adds pressure whether he wants to or not, just
Yeah.
by being Ben.
Yeah, you always want to play great when you're playing with a great player, right?
Yeah, which I just didn't do. Well, they're trying to rearrange the furniture for that 10 ball. But I'm gonna practice my 10 ball. I'll be down probably every night.
So yeah, guys, 2 great tournaments coming up. Triple Threat next weekend.
Triple that.
Is that what I said? Threat. My tongue's starting to get tied.
Yeah, you're looking tired.
Triple Threat tournament next weekend, and then $1,000 added, 10 ball on the box on the 20th.
Oh no, Gary, you're 100% correct. I was jumping a lot today. feel that throughout the day. I jumped on quite a few different shots. But, I went back afterwards and looked at that shot, and I shouldn't have tried to draw and pinch across. I should have just played it into the pocket. Play topspin, come off the back rail.
On, what was that, a 9-ball?
No, we had 2 balls left, and I was kind of off angle, and I thought, well, if I just pinch this over, slide over to the left side of the table, bends out, and I jumped up on that shot because I was trying to pinch it over, and it was a bad decision. I should have just played it into the pocket tops.
Got a little too fancy?
I won't say I tried to be fancy, but
it was a tough shot.
I should have taken a little bit longer.
It was a tough shot. Like it was long and pretty straight.
Yeah. Well, and I mean that plays into Ben's game. That does not play into my game. Right? But I mean, you got to expect that when you're playing with Ben. He's going to play into the shots that he's comfortable with. That's a nice shot.
That was a great shot by Justin. Justin and Kevin have been playing great tonight.
A little bit off angle, but not terrible. Yeah, Kevin's made some really, really nice shots. Nice positional play.
As expected.
Yeah.
Beamer's one of those, just consistently great players.
Yeah.
Never underestimate him. He always comes with it.
Mm-hmm. So can you talk with your partner? No. No coaching allowed at all.
You can talk with your partner while you are not at the table.
Yeah. It was discussed in the players' meeting whether we wanted to have the coaching rule or not. And almost everybody said no coaching.
Oh.
Yeah, tough there because you had to kind of push the 6 out of the way. But yeah, anyway, you are 100% correct, Gary. I completely jumped up.
That would have been a great win for the Beavises. It's always dangerous when you let Larry and Jordan see the table.
Well, and it's good for the confidence level, right?
Oh, of course.
Put one on the board and start chipping away. It's a nice shot from Larry. I think he's got the right angle to kind of draw back up for the 7-ball. Float forward for the 5-ball. 2, 3, 6, 8. Well, maybe he didn't have that angle to go up for the 7-ball. Probably would have if that was a little pinchy shot. Probably would have went up top for the 7. But that's why I sit on this side and they play on that side.
It's true.
Where's the Christmas cookie order sheet? Todd's asking. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Albino down the subway.
Wow. A gift.
Oh, yeah, that's a big gift. Huge difference from 3-0 to 2-1.
Honestly, Todd, I haven't even thought about Christmas yet, although it's coming up fast.
Yeah, let's. We're still in August, right? Let's not mention Christmas.
I think there's like less than 20 weeks until Christmas.
No. Because you've got
It's true.
September, October, November, 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
90 days just in those 3 months.
How many weeks is that?
12.
What did I say?
Oh, why do you got to do that? You just destroy my.
Mathing's hard.
Mathing's hard when you've been at this all day. You just took away the remainder of summer and fall and skipped right to Christmas.
In one sentence.
In one foul sentence. Thanks for that.
It's my favorite, though.
No. I always look so forward to summer, but being that we live in Calgary, summer is here and over so quick.
Yeah, Richard, I think you're right. It's 4, 8, 12,
It's 14 and a half weeks.
13, 14, 15, yeah, 14, 15, 15 weeks. Chris is my favorite, so I like it.
If ever there was just cause to cause bodily harm, this would be the one case.
Larry, no, I don't think the table has any funny rolls. These guys are experienced players, though. You might be watching a little bit of spin taking place.
Being that these are diamond 7-foot tables, the diamond table will take any kind of juice you have, and it is very, very true off the rail. So even a hair of spin on that ball, and it's going to catch. That's a nice shot.
We forgot to give the Beavises a game there. It
We
is
did.
2-1.
Fell asleep at the wheel. That's a nice shot. Get rid of that 7-ball first. The rest is pretty much duck soup from there. One of your favorite sayings.
Favorite. A little bit of a reach for Jordan here up and over that 10 ball, but he's so tall that
Oh, this will be no
I
problem.
think he'll be all right.
This will be no problems.
Height. I'm outie too.
They're both out.
The Edmonton crowd. Edmonton crowd is leaving the hall.
They're leaving the building.
Give me a call next week if you want to play.
I actually want to practice a lot of 10-ball.
Okay. Let me know when. Let me know when.
Every day at the house. Every night.
Play 10 ball on the bar box?
That's what it is. You're playing the triple threat, though.
I'm playing triple threat.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not.
not playing that.
I'm practicing for the one on the 20.
Yeah, I can do that with you. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Play at the house.
Okay. Call me up. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to say our goodbyes. Larry and Jordan extending their lead again. So Larry Walper up to break, rack number 5. And who's in the hot seat?
Larry and Jordan in the hot seat. So the Beavises have to beat them twice. It's going to be a race to 6 and a race to 5. But if it doesn't get past this round, Larry and Jordan just walk away with first prize.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
How are you, Mr. Joe Elliott, tuning in from Texas? Nice to see you as always. And really not a terrible table here. 15 leads to 13. Doesn't want the 8 in the way, though. Hopefully that 8 stopped short. So do you go 11, 14, 12?
Yes.
Right? pretty much hit and stick on the 11, gives you the perfect angle on 14 to go back down for 12. That way you're not thinning that 12 ball in and losing the cue ball.
Using the 15 to get to the 13. Oh, they're going to do the reverse. Go for the 15, 13 now.
Yeah.
15, 13, 10.
Which is okay. I don't mind it.
I
I might have done the 14, 12 first.
I actually don't mind it this way because leaving the 12 last shapes you up for the 8. You want to be on that end of the table.
Yeah, you just have to get on the right side of the 14 ball in order to get there, right? And you're going to end up shaping that off of the 10 ball, which can be tough, right? 10 leads you to the 14, right? I guess you could go down and play the 12 first.
No, you're getting to the 12 ball from the 14.
Yeah, but you have to be on the correct side of the 14 to get to the 12. Right, now this makes it a little more interesting. So do you, yeah, I don't know. Now, thin on 14, check side. Hopefully maintain the position play for the 10. Just like that, well done. Nice shot.
It's a
And
great shot.
You know what, that's what I was saying earlier, right? The most consistent players, they're the ones that we're watching right now.
As usual.
Yeah, I don't even mind that.
Both these teams have played great all day.
Yeah. It's really been a good tournament. Nice shot. Ooh, might have got a little more angle there than what he was hoping. Jordan might have to risk coming all the way back down and back up again. I don't know if you can hold that.
I think that you can hit it soft enough.
Soft enough to make it come back
Hey,
up
you're going to
half
leave
table?
yourself a cut,
Yeah.
but I think that's less risky than going,
Up and back.
going 2 lengths of the table.
We'll see if Jordan agrees with you. Nope.
Oh, Mayday.
Yeah.
Jordan should have agreed with me.
He should have. Well, we'll see how much rate spin Larry can put on a cue ball. Just underneath the 4, some pretty good right-hand spin on the cue ball to get down and hopefully make the 8. Or does he jump bank? The jump bank is there.
Tough shot.
It is tough. I think he's got the short cue in his hand. I think that's what he's looking
He
at.
does. And this is a Nick's Innovation jumper right here that Larry loves.
It is a good jump cue. Look at this. Whoa! He did not miss that by much. And actually not bad. He kind of chips the outside of the 1 ball, sends the 1 into that pack of 2-5.
Just another thing for the Beavises to work out.
Yeah. Although I will say, Kevin at the table right now, he has made some incredible shots.
He has. As expected, though, because Kevin always plays great.
He really does. He's very, very consistent.
Oh.
Wow. That had just enough room for the cue.
I'm surprised that slipped right by there.
Yeah,
He hit it perfect.
sure did. But Larry and Jordan will take it. That gives them a pretty commanding lead, 4-1. You can't ever count out Justin and Kevin, but if you're going to move, now is the time.
Almost a little too late when your opponents are on the hill at this caliber.
Well, they're 1 away from the hill. Race to 6. But even still, right, Justin and Kevin, Now is moving time.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if they don't make it happen now,
Mm-hmm.
it's just going to be tough. Chances become slimmer and slimmer.
God, that corner sure likes that cue ball.
Dry
And I
break.
was, well, you know, Justin's been breaking so good.
He has
I'm
been. He's been.
surprised.
I don't think this might be just like one of 2 or 3 dry breaks that he's had all day.
Yeah. Well, he played phenomenally well against Bennett. Broke amazingly well. Justin Beaver plays pool. Nope, Justin Beavis plays pool.
It's a father and son team, Justin and Kevin.
Been a great day of pool. Had some players come down from Edmonton. That was nice to see.
Yeah, the Nicklins came down. Scott Atkinson came down. It was nice to see them come down for this tournament. Hopefully we'll see them again real soon.
I was talking with Andrew, I believe, and told him you should come down on the 20th. $1,000 added, 120 entry, 10 ball on the 7-foots. Hey, thanks, Kevin. We appreciate it. Most of that should go to Steph, though. She's been on the mic pretty much all day.
It's not as entertaining commentating by yourself. It's a little
No.
hard to talk with yourself all day, but
Oh, you do a good job.
I try to just stay with it.
You're actually probably more entertaining on your own than what I am on my own.
Well, opinions will vary for sure, but just try to keep the scores updated.
We do what we can do. Touchy shot there.
Ooh.
It's a good shot. He's got 1 to 3.
What are you going to do with that 1 ball, though? You're going to have to make something happen with the 2.
Well, I almost
Open up the 1.
Well, you're definitely going to take the 3 ball first. The question is, do you draw on the 3 to give yourself the angle to break the 1, leaving the 4? That would be ideal. A little more difficult to execute. Right?
I like rolling forward just because Justin's got just kind of like the right angle just to roll forward on this 1. He'll give himself the right angle on the 4 to come off the bottom rail, pop back out kind of center table for the
roll
the
up
2.
on the 1. This is the one.
Oh, sorry, they roll up on the 3.
Yeah. I don't mind the draw here. Give himself the nice angle on the 2. I don't know if he got there.
I don't think so. If I'm Kevin,
Now it's almost looking 7 ball.
I'm looking at that too. Do you take the 7-6 right now?
I think so, because I mean the 8 you can shape from almost anywhere. Right? You don't need the 7 and the 6 down there to shape.
He's got a
the
nice
8.
angle on the 4 ball to open up the 1 ball too.
And hopefully Justin still has the 6 ball. It looked like that cue ball kind of rolled and froze on that 15 ball. Because then you're almost forcing Justin to take the 4 if he can't see that 6. Too much angle on the 2 to break out the 1 ball.
Ideally, if he can just draw back slightly on this 6 ball, leave the same angle, cut the 4 in with a lot of junk to break out the 1.
You're not asking for much.
Might be asking for a lot.
Uh-oh. I didn't see what happened. Oh, maybe the 15.
Foul. He moved the 15.
Yeah, maybe the 15. What's going on, Brian? How are you? And thank you, Javo, on YouTube. Much appreciated.
It was an ever so slight foul, but
A foul nonetheless.
and the integrity of Kevin and Justin is just pick up that ball right away. No questions. Didn't even wait for their opponents to acknowledge the foul.
I don't even think their opponents saw the foul.
You know what? I honestly don't think so either, but
Because not
maybe.
Jordan or Larry jumped out of their chair. Or, like, I'm sure they were just as shocked. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
There is the
Maybe
trouble. Yeah,
CSL turning point here.
indeed. Well, it keeps you in it if you can get to 4-2. 5-1 makes it tough. 4-2, you got a game in hand. I would say I'm not going to.
You shouldn't.
I'm not going to. But
It looks like.
it looks like. Looks like nobody wants to give a commentator's curse, is what it looks like.
Nice.
And we got her. Or they got her. 4-2.
4-2, and we got a game.
And we'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors here, been a longtime sponsor of Q Sports Live, the Mike Burton Home Team, your RE/MAX Realty professionals. Of course, based out of Calgary, Alberta. If you are in the market for buying or selling, make sure you give them a call. Some pretty darn sporty pool players themselves. Might have caught them in Vegas. One of the Vegas streams.
On lots of our streams.
Yeah, certainly.
Great shooters typically make it deep into the finals of any bracket they're in. Hey, congratulations, Brian.
Indeed.
Just won
Well
the
done.
APA 9 ball, going to Vegas next August. Woot, woot.
How'd that go again?
Woot, woot.
That wasn't as an enthusiastic of a whoop as
It's
the first
late.
one.
Well,
Look at this break.
hammer. Jordan's got a
Oh.
great break.
Anna. Jordan is trying to murder the cue ball.
Jordan's been killing the break all night.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Thanks for tuning in. It's certainly been a little bit of rust that needs to be worked through on a microphone, but we'll get back there. We've got lots of events coming up. Triple Threat coming next weekend, and then on the 20th is the $1,000
10 ball on the box.
10 ball on the box.
All here at the Leather Pocket on the diamond tables.
Oh, right on, Brian. Let me tell you, 14 years in leagues, first time to Vegas.
Oh, you're going to have a blast.
You will have an absolute amazing time.
You're going to be hooked.
Yeah, you'll be going every year. Win, lose, or draw, you'll just book
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah. It is great times.
Oh, look at that shot by Larry. Man, is Larry playing ever. He is playing really well.
Pretty sporty.
They should put them on the hill. I don't see any trouble here. Maybe the one ball?
One ball's a little tricky just because it's past the side pocket ever so slightly.
Decision time. Which way do you go? Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Never mind. I retract my previous thought. Are we covering the Okanagan tournament? The Ogopogo? No, I think that was canceled.
Yes, it was. That was actually supposed to be happening next weekend.
Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't have been us doing it. That was going to be esports out of Edmonton.
Yeah, unfortunately, restrictions changed. Was it the restrictions? I think it was just the amount of entries. It just due to the situation, they didn't get as many entries as they had hoped.
I'm not sure what the
It was
issue
probably
was.
a little mix of both.
Well, and I think originally it was going to be bad boys from the States that came up to do coverage. but
Yeah, and they couldn't get
across.
past. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% correct, Paul.
Yeah, if you don't think that you've got a pool addiction now,
Yeah, wait
wait
till-
till you do a big tournament in Vegas because
Yeah.
it is, it's pretty spectacular, and you have such a great time
Yeah.
that you're just going to get hooked for sure, and you're going to go every year.
Well, and I can tell you, and I'll remember this until the day I die, the first time that we ever won a trip to Vegas was actually in the SML League. And we were in the B level, the lowest of the B levels, B3, I believe. And we won B3 handily and thought that we were going to go down to Vegas and do some damage. And we got absolutely taught a massive lesson about how good pool players play in Vegas.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty big eye opener for me, realizing or starting to realize the caliber of play that people
Exists,
play pool
yeah.
at. Yeah, man, it was unreal.
Yeah, Richard, I think that that communication about the Ogopogo tournament just came out,
A couple of days ago, maybe.
well, last maybe a week and a half ago, maybe. It was a good week ago anyway, because we started to, at that point when it was canceled, our triple threat tournament started to fill up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been about a week when they announced that that tournament was canceled, which is very unfortunate. I think they were doing a really great job organizing and communicating and reassuring people about the restrictions.
Now
Oh.
here is where she's going to get interesting. Does he have enough of the one ball to pot it? You're going to have to top the living you-know-what's out of that.
Let's just see how. Oh, it's actually not
It's
as far
not-
past the
it's
side
not
pocket as I
terrible.
thought.
I think he could probably cut the one ball into that side. I think I might be taking the 5 ball here. Question is, how do you get back down for the one ball? So if he can pot this one ball, oh, made it look easy, like it was a hanger. Although the key here is you got to get good on the 7 ball. Oh, although you
Ooh.
have to make the first shot first in making the 6 ball.
So this is where the Beavis is, the Bevi.
The Bevi? Is that official?
You have more than one Beavis? It's a Bevi.
Wow.
This is where they want to make them pay for their mistakes.
Huge swing game. 5-2 versus 4-3. That's
Big game.
Yeah. That's a shot Larry's going to remember if this ends up going to a second set.
Did we jinx him?
I think you commentator cursed the heck out of them.
Wow.
You need to go and apologize to the Bevi.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he's been clutch. Really hasn't missed a lot of open table misses like that.
Has been a long day though. Been playing for almost 12 hours, I think.
10 hours. Well, I guess
Kevin-
if you include the 2 hours of
Yeah,
practice
Kevin
prior.
got here right when we got here at
Yeah.
10. Had some
God,
breakfast
it's
and
unbelievable that it's been 10 hours,
12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah. Got here right when we did when we got set up, so it's been a
Jordan's
long
kicking
day.
the camera.
He is. Well, he's so tall.
Sorry for the earthquake. See if Larry can avoid the 8.
No problem.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm not even gonna say it. I will keep my mouth shut.
You do that.
I'm going to. Because if anybody has a very powerful commentator's curse, that would be me. Nice Nice little 2-rail juice shot.
Yeah, this is just textbook here.
You got to watch the 10 ball here, though. 10 ball does come into play. I may
think
purposely.
you just roll this in and take the cut on the 8.
No, I'm going to play it 2 rails. I'm going to split the window between the 11, 10 and go 2 rails and put the 8 into the top left. Larry says here, I'm going to even do one better, go 2 rails and leave you. How about perfect for the side pocket? That'll do. On to the hill for Larry and Jordan. And we'll give a shout out to Jacoby Custom Cues, guys, home of the Jacoby Black Shaft. If you are looking to get your hands on one, there are some in stock. Send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll let you know how you can get your hands on it. I see a lot of Jacoby Blacks in this pool room. If you look around all the pool cues, all the tops are black.
Yeah. Well, just lots of carbon fiber in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Jacoby, Revo. There's some Defies floating around. There's some Nick's Custom Innovation cues.
Nick's Q Innovations.
Right.
Who does?
I said
custom
that in
Q.
my head. In my head, it was that.
It came out live. Well, I think low ball's the out here.
It could
Starting with the 1
be.
ball.
And this may be the last rack of the night.
It very well could be. 2 passes the 5 ball. Everything goes for low ball.
Justin and Kevin just waiting on bated breath for Jordan and Larry to make a mistake here. Get back to the table.
Well, closing out is always one of the most difficult racks to put away. And we'll see how they handle it. But everything is there. Do you roll forward here and play for the 6? Of course you do. Did he get there, though? Nope.
I think so.
I
You don't think so?
he's there.
I think he
I
did. I think
Jordan,
Jordan's
looked
just
at that
looking.
rather quick. Maybe it does go.
It does go. He was just looking to see where he wants to leave Larry next.
Nice little draw off the side rail. Something like that.
Perfect weight.
I kind of wanted to stay on the top side of center. That way you can just roll forward for the 4 ball. I think if Larry tries to roll forward here, he can play the 5 off the 13 though, and still maintain for the 4.
I think he needs to.
Just like that. Only because he was on the wrong side. He was on the low side of center. Hey, thanks, Kenneth. We appreciate that. Nice straight top shot here. Off the end rail, back out. Maybe a touch of spin. Jordan puts it, loads up on the spin. Larry doesn't want to be close to the rail. Although Larry shoots the eyes off of this shot more often than not. And really, all you've got to do is leave Jordan to cut 3 into the left side, or even if you come up short, I think the 3 goes past the 9.
It does.
Like that. A stop shot away from victory. Might have to pinch it a little bit. Does look like he's a little off angle. So I'll touch a left-hand spin on the cue ball. Doesn't really need to do a whole lot. Touch a left, hit it like a stun shot. instead he hammers it in, comes off the rail, and leaves Larry absolute dead straight. So here it is, guys, for the win.
First place money.
Larry and Jordan getting the job done. Go undefeated throughout the day. Congratulations, Larry and Jordan. You played well. Justin and Kevin, congrats, second place. No shame in that because it was a very, very talented group that came out today. Tough tournament to win. But Larry and Jordan getting the job done.
Coming out on top. Just didn't make as many mistakes in this last round.
Well, and it was surprising some of the mistakes that that were made by Justin and Kevin. They played really, really consistently throughout the day.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just getting late. It's been a long day. It's been 12 hours now. And at some point, you just
And the
can't
pool
play
stamina,
great.
because of COVID, really isn't the same as what it once was pre-COVID, right? I mean, we played a lot of pool pre-COVID. So I think that has a factor to play. I mean, a 12-hour day really is not that big of a deal for a pool player, but when you factor in 3 or 4 months of not playing,
Yeah.
right, your pool stamina is just not going to be the same. So congratulations to both teams. They both played well.
Join us next weekend. We have a Labor Day long weekend. We're going to have the triple threat tournament here at the Leather Pocket. It's going to be 9-ball on the 9-foots on Saturday, 8-ball on the 7-foots on the Sunday. Your combined points in those finishes will see whether you get to play on Monday. 10-ball on the 9-foots. Everybody making it to Monday, which is the top half of the field, will cash out some money. So that's coming up next weekend. And then we've
Lots
got
of pool.
the $1,000 10-ball on the bar box, September 20th. So those are our next two tournaments, guys. If you haven't already, please like and follow the CSL page on Facebook, and you will get notification every time we go live. Also, we stream live to YouTube, so you can turn your notifications on there. But until we see you next weekend, we will say goodnight for now.
Indeed. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and of course, Stephanie Toy. Thanks all for tuning in. We will catch you next weekend for the triple threat. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Y'all have a great and safe evening. Have a good night.